Hi everyone, I'm Chibuzo Machuku. A civil rights investigation has been opened following the release of body cam footage, which shows a 17-year-old father shot by a cop in Washington. This father, Delano Martin, died from the shooting, leaving behind a 5-month-old son. This incident happened on March the 18th. Cops of the Metropolitan Police Department and the US Park Police were responding to a call about a man sleeping behind the wheel on a car that was on, which was parked on the street. According to the cops, the car was stolen. The cops involved discussed their plans of arresting Martin. Two of them got into the vehicle against the protocol of the police. After they got in, they held Martin by the hands. One held the left hand, the other held the right hand. After Martin started driving, one of the cops jumped out of the car, whereas the other cop continued to hold him on the hand. Now, Martin asked for the cop to let go of him, and the cop asked to be let out. After Martin refused to stop the car, the cop pulled out his gun and threatened to shoot him if he didn't stop. After Martin failed to comply, the cop shot him that the vehicle crashed into a house. Now, efforts were made to revive him by CPR, but the CPR was unsuccessful. I'll roll the clips.
Yeah, Don, this is certainly a very disturbing new video. It was just released by the U.S. Parks Police and the D.C. Metropolitan Police, and it reveals some additional details about a shooting that happened here in D.C. on the morning of March 19th. Now, this is body cam footage from officers from both of the agencies who responded to this incident. And again, the video that we're about to play is very disturbing. Now, police say that the vehicle that you see here, that white vehicle, was believed to be stolen, and inside was 17-year-old Delano Martin. Now, police say he was asleep in the parked car. The video shows, as you can see here, police in the moments beforehand discussing ways to get into the car to arrest him. And at one point, an officer opens the back door to get in while another officer opens the front driver door. Now, the footage shows the car suddenly drive off, and one of the park police officers is still in the back seat of the car and yells for him to stop. There's a tussle, and then these are the moments.
Police! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Stop! Get up! Get off! Get on me! Stop! Stop, man! Just let me out! Let me out! Stop! Stop or I'll shoot!
Now, that is the moment when the video shows the officer fired numerous shots. The car seconds later crashes into a nearby home. And the video shows police pulling Martin afterwards out to try to revive him with CPR. Now, they were unsuccessful. Police say he died at the scene. Important to note here, the Parks Police says there's an investigation into the incident. It's being handled by the Metropolitan Police, and they say also being reviewed by the U.S. Attorney's Office here in D.C. Now, none of the officers involved have been identified by either agency, and the Parks Police, Don, would not confirm the status of the officer who shot Martin. Now, meantime, the family of is really pushing for the officer here to be identified, prosecuted, and they want him fired. Don?
Before I continue, I'll roll the clips showing Martin's mother, Tara Martin, reacting to her son's death.
I want him arrested. I want him to stop getting paid while he murdered my son and still home with his family, not doing no work and getting paid for murder.
The two cops that entered the vehicle violated their own protocols. They were not supposed to enter the vehicle. They escalated the situation by doing so. One of them jumped out of the vehicle. The one that jumped out of the vehicle could have died. The other one who shot Martin could have died from the crash of the vehicle into that house. I am not sure if the vehicle was actually stolen, but those two cops should not have entered the car. The cops could have blocked Martin or done something to legally destroy the tires. I've forgotten what that equipment is called for. I mean, the equipment that is used to destroy the tires to stop someone from moving. That could have been done. I am suspecting that the two cops, or at least the cop that did the shooting, was doing something to create an opportunity to kill Martin with justification. The shooting was not justified. Why? Because the two cops violated the protocol. Now, the chairman of the Park Police Union, Kenneth Spencer, said, and I quote, "There is a lawful reason for him to be in the car. The use of force was justified, and the union stands behind the actions the officers took." Whatever. So that guy supports the violation of his own protocol, right? Please. It is a habit that each time a black person is killed by cops without justification, the police department covers it up. This is why blacks would get the FBI involved. And Tara Martin, I'm sure she would like the FBI to be involved because that thing is not right. The cop killed her son without justification. The officer violated the protocol of his department. It is unfair that he is still working, he's still being paid, instead of losing his job and spending time behind bars. Yes, he belongs behind bars without any bond. He's supposed to be treated the same way as a civilian would. Now, the FBI publicly announced the opening of the civil rights investigation. Those two officers should be held responsible for Martin's death. Leave some comments. I would appreciate you liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching.